And we're live from a cemetery, kind of an oxymoron. But we're live, guys. We're live over here at Westwood Memorial Cemetery. And we're here to do a little video. How's it going, guys? We're on the live stream. Hey, what's up, Marie? And Bex, how's it going, Bex? Swag guy. Yo, what's up? Hey, you guys are gonna see something pretty special today. We're gonna be visiting a lot of celebrity graves, including the grave of the late Natalie Wood. And some of you guys might have heard Natalie Wood death case has been reopened. And that's why I'm here reporting live from Westwood Memorial Cemetery, guys. Drew on the scene always. So let's go check out Natalie Wood and talk about Natalie Wood a second. Natalie Wood Wagner. Born 1938. She died 1981. Let's wipe the stone off a little bit. And let's put a little lucky penny on her grave. Now, some of you might know who Natalie Wood is, but for all those who don't, Natalie Wood was a very big movie actress in the 50s and 60s and 70s. And she was known for doing many different movies. Her first big movie was Miracle on 42nd Street. That movie about Santa Claus. She played a little small girl, and you probably remember her from that movie. So she's been like, you know, in Hollywood most of her life as a child actress. Later on, she would star in other great movies like Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean, and she also starred in the movie West Side Story. And beautiful Natalie Wood Wagner. And she was married to a very famous movie star, Robert Wagner. And we're going to be talking about Robert Wagner today. Sorry about that motorcycle in the background. It's kind of obnoxious. But so Natalie Wood died under unusual circumstances. It was ruled a accidental drowning. Excuse me. Just had breakfast. Died of an accidental drowning off a boat, off a yacht, off the coast of Catalina, California. And supposedly she went overboard and went out in the dinghy and somehow fell overboard and was never seen again alive. But you guys have seen me do 2 videos from here talking about the unusual circumstances of her death. And we're not going to be accusing anybody today of anything, so that's the disclaimer. I'm just reporting the facts and what other people are saying. And just 2 days ago, it came out that the case, this 40-year-old case, is being reopened by, I don't know, I guess the DA in Los Angeles. I'm not sure if it was the Los Angeles coroner or whatever that handled her body. You guys tell me. I should have done a little bit more research on this. Sorry, but they were on a yacht called the Splendor, and supposedly there was some drinking going on. I'm here with my buddy Marcus. Hey, say hi, Marcus.
Hey, everybody. Just got my hair cut.
Nice. Looks tight. So, yeah, they were on this yacht, and they were drinking, and it was Natalie Wood, Robert Wagner, her husband. You know him from a Heart to Heart series, but he was a big actor before that in the 50s. Heartthrob, very handsome leading man. His nickname is RJ Wagner. And it was RJ, Natalie, the captain of the boat, which I'm not going to mention his name, but he figures into this very prominently. And another actor that you might know, Christopher Walken. And you might know Christopher Walken from the movie Communion, as well as he's the guy on the Saturday Night Live, I Need More Cowbell. You know that one?
No, I never saw that.
Oh, you never saw that one? That was a very funny skit. I Need More Cowbell, and that was Christopher Walken. Well, anyway, sometime in the middle of the night, Natalie Wood took the dinghy out. There was some kind of argument of some sort. We all want to know what the argument was about, because that will tell us possible leads on what happened. And we've never really known what that argument was about, Marcus. And
Once they get to the top of the argument, like her frame of mind, they never really they always focused on how she died, but they need to focus on what was going on. Her movements in any murder investigation, any good detectives they're going to look over the past few days, see who the people talked to, if they were drinking, if they did drugs.
Right. If she was on any antidepressant medications or anything.
I mean, she could have committed suicide inadvertently. She was really drunk and then decided, I mean, I personally don't feel that RJ had anything to do with it. I don't. I think that, I think it was just a set of unfortunate circumstances, and I think he was really drunk with Christopher Walken, and he was so drunk and inebriated that he lost track of time and didn't realize that when his wife came back on board after going ashore in Catalina and Avalon, that he just lost track of her. They're on a boat, and she just ended up. They made a made-for-TV movie where she was trying.
Did?
Yes, they did,
Oh.
and it showed that she was trying to get on the dinghy. She just wanted to go on this dinghy, which was tied to the ship.
Right.
And as she was stepping, like the dinghy's right here, she's trying to step from the boat onto the dinghy. She lost her footing and fell in the water.
Was the dinghy ever found anywhere? I mean, was it out there floating around?
No, the dinghy was attached to the boat.
You sure?
Yeah, and she couldn't. What happened was she wasn't strong enough, because when you're in the water, the boat
is higher.
So the rendition from that made-for-TV movie pretty much just kind of speculated that when she was in the water, she couldn't pull herself back up, and she was obviously very intoxicated, so she was disoriented, and she didn't have enough, time to pull herself up. Now, I just want to briefly say also, they had snorkeling deaths in shallow water in Hawaii in the last month. They had 8 in Maui, in Maui, and how can someone in shallow water snorkeling die?
They're just bad swimmers. But let me just add this. That was Marcus' takes on it. Let me add this. Natalie Wood had a fear of dark water, and she believed that she was actually going to die in that fashion. She had a premonition. Did you hear that?
No.
She had a premonition, a dream, and she told her friends that she thought she was going to die. She was very fearful of water. And yet, I think in this movie her last movie was called Brainstorm. And I think they even had a sequence where she was in water, in a river or something. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I might be remembering it wrong, but somehow I think that even if she had this fear, she was in a movie which had a bunch of water. Her last movie, I think. I don't know. But anyway, here's really where it gets strange, is that the captain, after all these years, comes out and says that he asked Robert Wagner that he could turn on the spotlight to look for Natalie Wood in the water, and Robert Wagner told him no. Now,
is that confirmed? Is that a confirmed statement?
that's from the captain. I'm just reporting the facts. I'm not coming to any conclusions myself, so just know that that's the disclaimer on this video today. We're not accusing anybody of anything. We're just reporting the facts and what's been reopened, because after 40 years, guys, they're not going to reopen a case without any new evidence. So this is new evidence we're talking about today. I don't know what the new evidence is. I don't think anyone does. But the captain, I think, figures into this prominently. And I'm going to be bringing up some other facts. Christopher Walken was on the boat that night. Now, I'm going to give you some theories. They're not my theories, but they're everybody else's theories. Yeah, I find them interesting. And we're going to go through them right now. One theory is that Robert Wagner, suspected their friend Christopher Walken of having an affair with his wife, Natalie Wood. That's one theory. He got pissed. There was a big fight. She left the boat for whatever reason and drowned, whatever. There's that. Another theory is that it's the other way around, and maybe that, and I'm not saying this is true, but maybe that RJ and Christopher Walken were having a romantic affair, and she stumbled upon the information or caught them or got mad at them. That's an interesting one. I'm not saying that they are gay or bisexual or whatever, but we know a lot of men back then in the 50s and 60s in Hollywood were closeted. And Marcus and I were talking about this earlier, how Hollywood protected a lot of gay people back then. They had you marry and get with other people to make you look straight. But so that's another theory. Another theory is that maybe there was a triangle, a love tryst, you know? Pretty interesting concept. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Could it have been a romantic threesome tryst that got out of hand? I don't know. But what is interesting is that these guys were never really fully deposed, Marcus. I don't think these guys ever were interrogated.
No, Robert Wagner lawyered up.
He did, huh?
He lawyered up, and he never spoke to the police about it. They didn't focus on him. He's a prime suspect. You know, these days when they have an investigation, the last person to see the person alive is always going to be a person of interest.
And especially a family member, a married, you know, this is a domestic violence possibly.
Oh,
or
yeah.
You know what? And then another concept, let's just give all these guys the benefit of the doubt. Natalie got too drunk that night. She got belligerent. She wanted to go drink some more. They were telling her no. And this, at some point in time, Marcus, a glass was broken. Either a glass or a bottle was broken.
I think she threw it. I think she broke the glass and stormed off the boat.
Okay. Well, some other people say it was RJ that broke the bottle.
I don't think so.
Okay. And so what's really odd, guys, is, you know, these guys, he was on Heart to Heart at the time, a big movie actor, a television star at that point.
Yep.
And Hollywood, I don't know, Hollywood is known to protect its own, like Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, and also keep in mind Brainstorm, which Christopher Walken was not finished. It was not finished yet.
Right.
Brainstorm came out, it was filmed in 81 and came out in 82. She died without finishing Brainstorm. They had to film around her and do other stuff. So obviously, you know, whenever a star dies before a movie project, you know, that's a lot of money. A lot of money has to be spent. Like, you know, when that actor, what's his name, was replaced, they had to pay all these other actors more money because they already performed their roles in the movie. Oh, yeah. But they had to perform around the new actor.
Oh, right. They had to pay them more money?
Yeah, like Mark Wahlberg got an extra $10 million. He was already paid $10 million for the movie, and he got another $10 million for filming in certain scenes. No, when they replaced the guy, that gay actor.
When they replaced somebody, yeah.
No, the guy that, you know, the gay guy, the actor, the famous actor. Oh gosh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But he'll think of it in a second. But no, I mean, she could have gotten drunk and belligerent, and they were trying to, like, you know, reel her in, and she went off, and I mean, it's not the first time that, you know, that would be the case, you know.
I know that I've had quite a few instances where I was drinking, and whenever I got into a confrontation, if someone made me upset, I've broken a glass or I've stormed off and just walked. And all you want to do is you get away, but you're so angry and you're heated up that you're not even paying attention to where you're going. And when you're drinking that heavily, you know, you're susceptible, you're vulnerable to a lot of outside influences, you know?
Yeah. So those are the different scenarios. There's probably some more that you might want to research. But we're here today to report the fact that the case is being reopened. And once again, Drew was way ahead of the game, guys. I did two videos on this.
Drew's a bomb.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
This guy here is the best out there. Give him your support. He's the way he talks. He grew up in Hollywood. You know, you know, give him your props. You know, he's been to all the cemeteries. He's an inside man for all of this information or whatever. Very interesting guy.
Thank you.
Just hit the like button. Hit the darn like button.
That's right. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
So, yeah, so, you know, the case is being reopened. And like I said, I was here 6 months ago. I did 2 videos on this, talking about this. So once again, I'm a little ahead of the curve. You remember I was a little ahead of the curve on on the Marilyn JFK story, as well as, what was the other thing I was ahead of the game on? Charles Manson, the murders, the anniversaries, him dying, all these things. Marilyn Monroe, Hugh Hefner, we're going to go visit him today too as well. We're just going to walk around and show you around the cemetery. But that's the late Natalie Wood, and her case has been reopened. So we're just going to see how it plays out. I really hope that we get to the bottom of this. I mean, Robert Wagner's in his 90s, I believe. Christopher Walken is older now. I think Christopher Walken knows quite a bit more than what we want to know. I mean, we want to know.
Well, they
more.
were on the boat. They know what happened.
Yeah.
They know. They were there on the boat. They could shed a lot of light on what her last moments were, and they don't want to do it. They're withholding information, and they're not doing justice to her fans or justice to her.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, every time I'm involved in some of these Facebook groups, like a couple Natalie Wood Facebook groups. Shout out to you guys out there, Natalie Wood fans. And every time we post a picture of RJ and Natalie, there's always comments about RJ. And I'd like to clear his name. If he's actually innocent, he's an old man now, let's clear his name. Let's get to the bottom of it. If not, let's just call it what it is. I'm not saying he should go to jail. I don't know. I mean, there's no statute of limitations on murder, but
I think he was being a very smug individual that night, drinking, and he could have prevented her death by making sure he had a watchful eye on her. I mean, I would.
Now, have you ever been so mad at somebody, Marcus, a girlfriend or whatever, that when she storms off, you're like, you know what, screw her or whatever, and like...
I did. I was married to a lady from Bolivia, and she stormed off in the middle of the night. I followed her, but not. I was like a block behind her. I was just trying to see if she was okay, and she sat down, and I waited for her to cool off, and then I approached her and sat with her, and then we went back home. I didn't want her leave her alone in the middle of the night, because if something happens, it'll be you know how you blame yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill yourself with guilt.
And you know that could have happened. He could have been so mad at her, or she could have done something so bad to him. I'm not saying what it was. I want to know what it is. Something triggered her to get off that boat and be so mad that she would go out in this dark water on her own in the Catalina water. Anyway, let's go visit Marilyn Monroe. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
I just got done from there. You have.
Oh, you did?
I haven't been to the cemetery since... We came to the cemetery after Hugh Hefner died, but before he was buried. Am I correct?
Yes. And I was here the day before.
So this is going to be the first time that I'm seeing the grave with Hugh Hefner. I mean, Hugh Hefner is my idol. I love Hugh Hefner. Anything about Playboy, the mansion. It's just so nostalgic.
Now wait till you guys see Hugh Hefner's crypt, because you're gonna trip out.
Oh wow! Look at all these kisses.
Look at that. Now what's weird is this is Marilyn Stone.
This is actual lipstick. Look at
it is. Yeah.
Wow.
This was the color of Marilyn's stone that's different than everyone else's, and to match it up. Look what Hugh Hefner had done. He made his stone look totally different than everyone else. Hey, Hugh. Sorry.
Look at this. Look at this set of...
Yeah.
You can see all the lines on her lips.
Yeah. No disrespect, guys. We're not being disrespectful. No. We're here to pay our tribute to these great people.
But if you look, you can see this is actual lipstick marks. These are not a stamp. They're different sizes, different lips.
Definitely.
Wow. I didn't notice that.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Screenshot that. Marilyn Monroe, right in between them. Hugh Hefner. Can I hit a camera shot or a?
I don't know. I don't know how to.
I don't know either. That was. Let me switch back. Hold on. There we go. So there we go. We're live here today, guys. What do you think of that? Hey, what's up, Swamp Picker? Carol Smiley. I got my glasses on so I can read. We're going to go visit some other graves, too, of your favorite celebrities. Dean Martin is out here. Don Knotts.
Oh, yeah, Don Knotts. He's
George C. Scott.
Oh, we gotta do Dorothy Stratton.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do Dorothy Stratton.
They call her Star 80.
Now, here it is, guys. 3 people have died mysteriously in this cemetery, at least. 3 women, Marilyn Monroe, Natalie Wood, and we know Dorothy Stratton was murdered by her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, that's a real. She had just done her well, she did the centerfold in '79, but then she did another in 1980. In June of 1980, the same month where she died, the Playboy published her again. When you're Playmate of the Year, they show all your prizes.
Your prizes.
And she won a hot tub. She got a Jaguar.
Look at this stone, right? This stone is travertine, by the way. You can see a real difference. This is filled travertine, and this is something else. Looks like granite to me or something. I don't know, but that's a fresh tomb, and they didn't match it. But look at Hugh Hefner. Oh, here's the Ponchners up here, by the way. Richard Ponchner.
No, Puncher.
Puncher. Yeah, not Punchner. Yeah. So at one time I was here talking about he might be moving because Hugh Hefner might want to be on top of Marilyn Monroe, but it turns out that he bought this years ago, and I think he paid $80,000 or something like that.
You were talking about that he would kick this guy out.
Yes.
And then go down.
Yes.
But that wasn't true. That was
just... And his wife tried to sell his crypt up here for $2 million, and it did not achieve the price, so it did not sell. Wow. But hey, shout out to my friend Lucas on Marilyn Monroe Immortal, Immortal Marilyn Monroe on Facebook. I'm a member of that one, and Marilyn Monroe other groups. Shout out to you guys. I'll be posting you this video and maybe also the Natalie Wood segment. So there you go. That's Hugh Hefner and Marilyn Monroe, the most iconic graves over here in Westwood.
Yeah, and then you got more. You got Natalie Wood, Dorothy Stratton over here. This place, and then Dean Martin over there. This place is.
I'm going to show. Marcus has never seen these two graves, but I'm going to show him two unmarked celebrity graves today.
Oh, definitely. You got Carol O'Connor over there, Walter Matthau, Rodney Dangerfield, Farrah Fawcett. So let's go find Dean Martin. I think he's in this one.
I think he's in the second one. I always get this wrong, but there he is,
right there. Oh wow, he died on Christmas Day.
Yeah, we saw that. Christmas Day for Dean Martin.
What a day to die, huh? Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's terrible for his family.
Let me take a picture of you right. No, like stand over here next to his grave, like just real quick. I'm gonna snap up. Wait a minute, I can't see. It's so bright.
Everybody loves somebody else sometime. Everybody loves somebody.
No, I like the one.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Dean Martin was a very, his daughter, I was reading.
Dina.
Yeah, her name was Dina, or Deanna. Dina,
yeah. She's a singer. I'm a Facebook friend. Hey, Dina.
He was very gullible.
Paying respects to your father today, by the way.
She claims she was very. She claims her dad was very gullible, very trusting of people. They would always try to get his money. He would give people. He was very, very generous. Just an all-around. You never heard anything bad about Dean Martin.
Yeah. He was out of the Rat Pack. He was like the most outstanding guy, and Sammy Davis was also a friend of my parents.
Yeah, well, Sammy Davis Jr. He had to overcome a lot of obviously bias and prejudice in order to continue to hang around with the Rat Pack, you know. And Frank Sinatra always had his way, everything he did, you know. But Dean Martin, now who was it? Dean Martin was it who was kicked out of the in the end? Was it they were asked to leave the part of the?
You think it was Peter Lawford?
No, it was.
There was one other one.
No, it was Dean Martin. Dean Martin was not.
Should we go over? Let's go start from here.
Dean Martin was. He quit the during the last 10 years. What was it?
The kind of reunion tour you're saying? In Vegas and stuff?
Yeah, because he was too drunk.
Oh, really? Well, also he lost his son, rather. Here's Carl Malden, Streets of San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Carl Malden.
I didn't even see this here.
Yep.
Carl Malden, 1912. How old was he? He was 88. Wow, he was 90. Boy, he lived a
good time. He lived a good time.
Carl Malden had that big old tulip nose.
Yeah, this is Kirkby from Kirkby Center. He owned all of Westwood over here where all this is built. All that right there is Kirkby Center across the street and everything. He's a very wealthy...
Which one? Oh, he died in 1962.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Eric Douglas is Mike Douglas's son, who I believe had a drug overdose.
You mean Mike Douglas or Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas, sorry.
Oh.
Not Mike. Michael Douglas. Streets of San Francisco.
And, yeah, he was same age as my brother Steve, 1958.
Wow.
He died short. Louis Hyman, nice Jewish name there. Hyman.
I think my parents are friends with Lou Hyman, I believe. Here's Walter Matthau, half of the team of Matthau and
he's been dead
Lemon
a long
and Matthau.
Time, 2000.
Yeah, it's been 18 years.
Time. I've always liked Walter Matthau.
Oh, he's great.
I love that man. You know, and Jack Lemmon too.
Yeah.
Winkler.
I don't know.
Irvin Winkler. This is the father of Henry Winkler.
Oh, is that right?
That's
okay.
Yeah, he's a big time producer.
Okay. Mickey, that's not Mickey Cohen, but...
No, Mickey Carroll, whoever that is.
Oh, Mickey Carroll, yeah.
Mary Carroll, whoever she is. Young, Edward.
I thought that was Gig Young, but it's not. And then Marcus has not really been over to this little area. We didn't really cover this last time, so he's going to enjoy some of these
I've been
celebrities.
Here, but I didn't spend a lot of time here. Wow.
Now, this one's really weird because you got to really look closely because... There's a lot of people over here.
These are people who are cremated.
Yeah, these are cremated remains.
They're inside little jars or whatever.
I've got to go a little slow because I don't really remember where it was, but
Brian Keith.
Oh, Brian Keith. Yeah, there you
go.
Actor
Brian Keith. Wow. Now he had cancer. He killed himself.
Yeah.
With a shotgun.
Oh, really?
Wow. I liked him in Family Affair.
Yeah. And then you got to look closely, guys, because you could just miss people over here. But I know there's a few more over here. Let's go here. Ray Bradbury, the famous author.
I didn't even know he was dead.
Sci-fi writer. And there maybe is his wife, I guess. Yeah. 1922, Ray Bradbury. Wow.
I did a lot of book reports on those Martian Chronicles. I never did understand that.
And then
book.
Look over here. We have
Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh, right there. You got it. Good eye. Fuck.
I didn't even know she was dead.
I know. Marcus has got a great eye, man.
Jack Klugman.
Oh, wow. That's half of The Odd Couple.
Wow. Right back to back. This is big time right here. Yeah, Jack Klugman's big time.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can find, what's his name? Randall. Tony Randall.
I'm not sure if he's over here.
He might be buried at the Jewish... Well, Jack Klugman was Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving around here, I know that there's another few famous people over here. Doris Roberts.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Everyone Loves Raymond.
And also she did Remington Steele.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Remington Steele, Pierce Brosnan, and the daughter, Stephanie Zimbalist.
Ah.
Do I know my Hollywood?
Yeah, Marcus is up on his Hollywood stuff.
You know, when I get bored when I was working doing security, all I did was get on my phone and look up actors because you wondered if they're still dead or not.
Here's another one. Here's a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up a very lovely girl, Florence Henderson.
Oh, she got cremated too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, these are all cremated little boxes.
Now she died of her heart stopped. She took a medication that stopped her heart too, just like Tom Petty. Are we live streaming right now?
Yeah, we are.
She was in good health. She did that thing with Maureen McCormick, Dances with Stars.
Oh.
And then a week later, she was dead.
Wow.
Her heart stopped. You know, there's a difference between your heart stopping and having a heart attack. Your heart stops when you take medication. Not too many. They do have a syndrome. It's called, but it's mostly African Americans where they die of sudden, their heart stops. Wow, man.
Moving around here, the great Miss Peggy Lee. Is that all there is? Because if that's all there is, my friends.
Now, Peggy Lee, can you bring me up to date on her?
Well, she was a big singer back in the day. Now, let me explain to this. I don't know, you know about this? Somebody told me her ashes is in one of these legs of this bench right here. These are hollow. And so when you buy one of these benches, you got two containers, one for you and one for maybe a family member. I did not know that. And she's buried in one of these two bases of this. And she's in a beautiful area with a nice water feature there. I've shown that before. Let me just...
Beautiful little...
Yeah, I don't want to drop
Show
my...
them these beautiful little fountains here.
Yeah, there we go. When I go, if there's a tombstone, I will say she doesn't give in, she doesn't give up, and she never takes no for an answer. Doris Roberts.
Doris Roberts, oh wow.
Little quote from Doris Roberts. Moving right along on the Drew Celebrity Grave Tour.
Did you know William? Oh, look at
James
Coburn.
I know, that's why I'm moving over here.
Oh wow, James Coburn.
James Coburn, star of movies and all sorts of stuff. You know what I used to like? Wasn't he in...
Well, he did a lot of stuff with Michael Landon. In all the little episodes that he did with Michael Landon, he always played the bad guy. Michael Landon ended up beating him up, even though he was around 5 inches taller.
Do you guys remember the movie Last of Sheila with there was oh my God, there was Raquel Welch, Diane Cannon, Richard Benjamin, and James Coburn played the guy, the rich host that was hosting them on the yacht.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. I love James Coburn. By the way, James Coburn got private martial art lessons from Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's pictures of him training with Bruce Lee. We come over here. I thought there was another famous person over here. Let's see.
You know what? I'm glad you took me here. I did not know these people were buried here.
I know. So now we're going to go to the other side.
Look.
Oh, look at this guy. He's available.
Open for...
Let's see, anybody over there?
Open for...
Let's see. Yeah, this section has a lot more, I'm sure. Garfinkel, not Garfunkel. Anybody there? No.
Garfinkel, that means if you think out on someone, you're going to have the last name with thinking. Well, here's where the big guys are right here.
Merv Griffin. I will not be right back after this message. Merv Griffin was a very big time TV host and a real estate mogul, guys. He owned a lot of Las Vegas and I don't know, maybe Atlantic City and other places. Big time Merv Griffin. And Farrah Fawcett, Majors. Farrah Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett was married to Lee Majors. And later on, she was married to Ryan O'Neal, right?
Were they married? They were never married, but they were together for many years.
Oh, they were. Yeah, she loved Ryan O'Neal.
She left him for a little while. Do you remember, like in 2005, she got beat up by a movie executive.
Really?
He got arrested, some severe domestic violence.
And she did that movie, The Burning Bed, or whatever it's called, or whatever. She was a great actress. You know, she got typecast for being such a beautiful woman and everything, and she died too early of cancer or something like that, uterine?
No, she had rectal cancer.
Oh, wow. And you know, the O'Neals, they have their own issues themselves, boy.
Griffin and
Redmond.
Redmond. Oh my God, both of them.
Yeah.
Griffin killed a guy when he drove his car.
And what's her name?
Redmond had to get out of jail.
What's the girl's name?
Is there a girl? I didn't know.
Yeah. She was in Paper Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Marvin Davis, he's the famous lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Famous entertainment lawyer, I believe. Rodney Dangerfield. I've shown you guys all this before, but we're here on the live streams, and I'm with Marcus, so we might as well go through these again just for you guys. Let's see if you're still with us. Yeah, you're still here.
Oh, we got to go on the other side.
Yeah, we're going on the other side.
We got Carol O'Connor over there, Jack Lemmon.
Yeah.
This is the big time right here.
Yeah.
We've never done chapel. That's the chapel where you see Marilyn Monroe being buried out.
That's right. We're actually going backwards on the exact road that Marilyn took up the way. Oh, look, they're doing a little bit of renovation here. Jack Lemmon in.
Wow.
That's the other half of the old Odd Couple.
Jack Lemmon was just a really, really... Did you see him in China Syndrome? It was a year before. He was such a good actor.
How about in Some Like It Hot?
And yeah, there's another movie that he did with... he played the father of that actor from Cheers, Ted Danson.
There's Meathead's father, Carol O'Connor.
Carol O'Connor. A lot of people don't realize Carol O'Connor, when you watch him in All in the Family, just look on his middle fingers. He has 2 gold plain bands. You just see they're on his middle fingers. Just look, they're there. He wore them through the whole thing.
Billy Wilder, the director of a famous Marilyn Monroe film. Billy Wilder, I'm a writer, but then nobody's perfect.
Was that who was he a screenwriter?
Yeah, that line comes from Some Like It Hot at the end, I believe. Peter Falk. I'm home with Shira. That's his wife. I thought it was his cat or his dog, but
Peter Falk invented. I mean, he was Columbo.
Yeah.
He was so good. He would always say, "One more thing, one more thing."
Right. Yeah, and one more thing.
Nobody could ever get away from him.
Yep. So we're going to take you over and show you the Marilyn Monroe Chapel. This is where Marilyn Monroe and all these celebrities were eulogized, memorialized. Who shows you this great stuff? Smash that like button, guys. Who shows you that? That's the Marilyn Monroe Chapel with those beautiful crystal chandeliers and that tall ceiling. My stepmother also was eulogized and memorialized here. Sorry, my stepmother's mother was buried here, and my father's buried here.
You know, the first time I saw this, it was a hot day. It was September 15th, 1997, and a German man from my church, he was part of that, you know those, he was a Mason, he was a Mason, you know, and a Freemason or whatever, and he's from Germany. His name was Erich Fritz, and he died. He had a slow, agonizing death, and so I came here with the pastor's son who was going to sing, and we drove here. This is the first time, September 15th, 1997. That's the first time I came to the cemetery, and I remember during the service, I walked out and I started walking around and looking at the graves. That's my first introduction to this gorgeous, very unique cemetery.
So now we're going to go over here, and ironically, there's a lot of Middle Eastern people. Yeah, a lot of Middle Eastern, Persian Jews, all kinds of people, and they're, you know, the Arabic writing. And look at that; it's a beautiful stone. I mean, you know how much that costs to do that?
Yeah, these are Persian Jews right here.
In memory, Kabir, I don't know, but just guessing.
They lived a long time.
Some of them, look, they have really nice graves. Look at this, is a whole family plot. Like they purchased all that.
Linda Ford.
Now all these are like little ones that people are buried in the ground with their ashes. So
look at this one, Chang Pek Wang.
So guys, we're here with total respect. We're not doing a Logan Paul deal, you know. So we're moving around over here because I believe there's somebody that I want to show you here. Jim Backus. That is Mr. Magoo, and also Thurston Howell III. Jim Backus. He was friends with my parents, guys. They used to come over to my house.
Oh, and over there, I want to see. There's Zsa Zsa Gabor's over there.
Oh yeah,
and Eve Arden. Look for Eve Arden. She's around here.
Okay.
I like Eve Arden.
We're trying not to walk on anyone's grave. Really, trying to walk in between.
I always walk over. I don't.
Yeah, respect. Now we're going to show Marcus this one over here, and he's not going to know. Where is it? Is it right here, or is it right here?
John Cavaleris?
Wait, hold on a second. Oh, yeah, right. I think it's right here. Guess who's under there?
Where?
Right here.
Are you sure this is it? This is the unmarked grave?
This is one of the unmarked graves. It's a very famous.
Give me a hint. Like
music, rock and roller.
Tom Petty?
No. Oh. Frank Zappa is buried right here, guys. Unmarked grave. Frank Zappa.
No, but they wouldn't. How would they do it? Because they need to have at least a plaque.
No, he didn't want one.
Wow.
And there's another individual here. I don't know if I can find him, but I will mention who he was. But this is Frank Zappa right here.
Who told you about this unmarked grave?
This is on online.
Oh, it's online. Okay.
I didn't know that the first couple of times I visited here.
Purple wrote a song. Frank Zappa and the Monk.
Oh yeah, well he also, he did Moon Units, whatever. So there's another one out here. I'm not sure if I probably just due to time I'm not going to be able to find it, but Roy Orbison is also buried in an unmarked grave over there.
You're kidding.
But I think it would take me a little too long to find it today, so we're not going to do that. But we're going to go over here to the graves that we do know about. And there's some more over there. I think a couple celebrities over there. Daryl Zanuck. Famous.
Big time
Daryl Zanuck. Passed Palm Springs, California. Co-founder and president, producer of 20th Century Fox Studios. Daryl Zanuck and his son, I believe, took over. Daryl Zanuck Jr.
Well, he's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
Don't look at him if he ain't dead.
Don't rush him. All right, so let's go up here because we know where we're doing over here.
Jaja Gabor is buried over there.
Yeah. First we'll go over, I think this is the best plaque over here of all the plaques. Mr. Don Knotts.
Oh. John Adams is buried here too. We gotta go.
Yeah, I haven't found him.
He's over there. Don Adams is over there.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
We gotta go see Dorothy Stratton. That's where Don Adams is.
Oh, yeah. So Don Knotts was a big movie star before, or after, sorry, Andy Griffith's show. He starred in movies like The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, The Incredible Mr. Limpet, and The Shakiest Gun in the West. Mr. Don Knotts.
So he was 82 when he died, 81 or 82.
Yeah.
That is a heck of a... That is the best plaque.
Yeah, he is. I mean, what a great plaque that is. It just... Now, you said Jaja was up here, or...
She's over here.
Okay.
Somewhere, but...
Yeah, no, I think we're up in here. This is Arm & Hammer, the famous billionaire. One of the biggest art collectors of all time. Richest man in the world.
Yeah,
look at this.
When did he die anyways? Where's...
1990.
Where does it
Right
say?
there, straight ahead. He outlasted his wife by 1 year.
I remember when he died. Oh, the Velvet Fog. Mel Torme's over here.
Oh, yeah, he is. Sure, he is. That's right. The Velvet Fog. We're looking... Ava Gabor. There she is.
Yeah.
So
I loved Ava Gabor.
So Jaja's not here. I think Ava is. This is Darling from...
Green Acres.
Green Acres. Green Acres is the place to be.
Darling. No. Give me a
penthouse view.
Darling,
I love you.
Give me a
Park Avenue.
I just adore a I just adore the
penthouse.
Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
Let's see if there's anybody over here.
Bernard Curtis, beloved husband. He's been dead a long time, 1962.
Robert Earl Bradley. Okay, we're going over here to a couple more graves that we know. Paying our respects, guys, to the greatest Hollywood celebrities, music.
Now let's look for, Mel Torme's over here.
Yeah, we're going to Truman Capote, and we're going to the girl from Poltergeist.
Mel Torme's over here.
Yeah, it's right here. Some things are easy for me to remember, other things a little harder. There's
Irving Lazar. How about Irving Lazar?
Oh, is that Swifty?
Right here, yeah.
That's Swifty Lazar? Well, I never saw that.
What did he do? He just owned Spagos?
He threw the best parties in Hollywood.
Mel Torme, I remember when he died too, 1999. Wow, that was a long time.
This is a long live stream, guys. This is maybe 43 minutes. I think we've done an hour before.
You know, a lot of these guys died in 1925 to 19... I mean, they were born in 1925 to 1928.
Yeah. Here's Truman Capote. My name is Truman Capote. He kind of talked really weird.
I'm writing a special story. On these cold-blooded murders. It's going to be very, very good.
What was it called?
In Cold Blood.
Oh, okay. He was a great writer, huh? He kind of had a twisted mind. And look at this. This is Joanne Carson. That's Johnny Carson's wife.
This is the woman that took Johnny Carson. He would get on the show and go, you know what?
Yeah, well, there's Joanna, and he had 3 Joannes, I think.
Yeah, this is the one that...
But let me tell you the story behind this, guys. Truman Capote was here first. This was added. Truman Capote's ashes was divided between he and his... to his boyfriend and Joanne Carson. His boyfriend scattered them out somewhere or whatever, and Joanne Carson died, and she wanted to be buried in here with Truman Capote.
Oh. So she didn't want to be buried with Heather O'Rourke.
Heather O'Rourke from Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful flowers. I hate these leaf blowers. But there's Heather O'Rourke. They're here!
How did she die?
They're back! She
was murdered? Or?
No, she had a weird disease. But kind of came out of nowhere. And my dad is in one of these over here.
I haven't seen Eve Arden.
My dad is in one of those.
We gotta find Eve Arden. Oh, we gotta find Dorothy Stratton and Don.
My dad's pretty lucky to be buried with all these celebrities, don't you think? This is a real... Oh, I'll show you Dean Martin's wife's grave. This I haven't shown you. We walked right by this. And then we'll go down to Dorothy Stratton's. Kind of hard. And you know who else is here is what's her name? The pinup girl of, you know, Betty Page. This is Jean Martin. This is Dean Martin's wife and mother of his children, 7 children. And a strange story, Marcus, that she, let's see, what was it? Somebody was not allowed to come to the ceremony. I don't know what that was. There was some kind of family rift.
How come she wasn't buried with Dean? Or were they divorced?
Yeah, they were divorced.
Oh, okay. You never see divorced couples getting married again.
No.
Getting buried.
Wouldn't that be weird? Like two divorced people getting buried side by side? I thought maybe I should take my mom's ashes and my dad's ashes and throw them out to see each other, you know, together. I wonder how that would be.
So Don Adams is around here and Dorothy Stratton's around here.
Albert King. I don't think that's Albert King, the blues musician. Okay, so right around this area somewhere, I don't know exactly where, but Roy Orbison, I think, is buried in an unmarked grave right here or somewhere in here, guys. Which is kind of strange, you know. You've achieved so much in your life, and then you're gonna go in an unmarked grave. And most likely, it's sometimes Carl Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, Carl Wilson.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah,
how did he die?
He died after his brother Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis died in 1983.
Oh, what's that? Oh, thank you.
Oh, Burt Lancaster.
Burt Lancaster, thanks.
Oh, wow.
It's hard. We sometimes miss everybody. Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, right there.
There we go. That's kind of a small grave for such a big actor.
Really, I'm very, very unimpressed.
He was great in that movie Trapeze with Tony Curtis.
Oh, and Gina Lola Bridget.
Yeah,
he did a movie. I saw an old movie where he plays an alcoholic. He's a doctor, and he's an alcoholic doctor. And when he drinks, he turns into a monster, and he hit his wife. And it was his wife was played by Shirley Booth, but she looked better. Remember Shirley Booth?
Yeah, Hazel.
But she looked better.
Yeah, back then.
That was a good movie. All black and white.
Hey, thanks for that. Oh,
I don't think they have a plaque for a grave yet.
If you see anybody else, let us know. Okay, now we got a sprinkler over here, so it's going to be kind of hard to find Dorothy Stratton. But Betty Page is over here. She's kind of got a small little grave, kind of hard to see. Yo, I know where it is. I sort of know where it's sort of over here. These two are so elusive. The Dorothy Stratton grave and the Betty Page is so hard to find.
I always have fun finding her grave.
I do too. It's just, and now we got the sprinkler to deal with. Whoa. Betty Page, where are you, Betty Page? She is the pinup girl. Ah! I just got nailed by the water.
Hey, Don Adams
Did you see him? Oh, no. Oh, man, they got the water on today. We just might not be able to see Betty Page or Dorothy Stratton. You're right in the right area for Dorothy Stratton.
George C. Scott.
Yeah. George C. Scott is here. You know what they never, yeah.
And Sugarman, the guy that wrote the Jim Morrison, Daniel Sugarman.
Oh, I didn't know him. Don't know him. Yeah, we might not be able to find. I think Betty Page is right over there where we're going to get wet, but Dorothy Stratton's somewhere over here.
Yeah, I remember
down on this level.
Yep.
Along this line. Hard to find the. Look at that. That's like sunk in there. Look at that.
It's kind of bent.
I know. How is that? Did somebody stand on his grave or something? Okay, we're looking for Dorothy Stratton. She is hard to find, man. Darn it. Is Vampira buried here?
Who?
You remember Vampira? She was the forerunner of what's her name? Elvira.
Oh, Elvira.
Yeah. All right. I don't think we're going to be able to find these last guys here. Sorry about that, guys. I would edit this out if I was just shooting a video, but I think that's going to do it. But Betty Page is somewhere right in here. Dorothy Stratton's over here somewhere. Just can't find them. But anyways, I thought you'd enjoy a little tour of Westwood Memorial Cemetery, the most famous celebrity cemetery in the world. Go check out my other videos. I have one video. My first video from here is actually doing really well. It's gone kind of semi-viral. It's got like 13,000 views recently. And go check that one out. That one's...
We covered this cemetery pretty well today.
Yeah, we did. There's some missing. There's some missing.
We gotta find Dorothy Stratton and Don Adams from
yeah.
Get Smart.
I think, let's go back over this way, give it one more try. Were these little small ones over here?
Well, I'll be able, because I know that they're buried over here.
All right. Well, I'll go look over here, and you go look over there. So, yeah, go check out my other videos from here and other cemeteries. We'll be doing more Drew's Celebrity Cemetery Tours on California Pickin'. Go check out my playlist, too. I have a playlist where you can kind of go and see the videos that you like. And you can just hit those playlists and watch, like, I don't know, 6 to 20 videos or something in a row. So... let's see, we're at 52 minutes in the live stream. Is anybody still there? Let's see. Sorry, I hid the chat. I don't know why the chat got hidden. Why is that? Super chat. Oh, the super chat's right there. You guys still there? Let me know if you're still there. If you're still watching, we got 13 people. Oh. I'm just looking for some more people at the end. Are you guys still there? Let me know in the comments. I might have turned the comments off and messed it up, but... all right, my battery's getting low. We better run. Signing off, guys. Hit like and subscribe. Go check out all my other videos. Hit like and subscribe. Leave some super chat. Hit me up on PayPal, guys. Who knows, we might not even be able to monetize this video, so support your YouTubers by tipping them. You tip your waitress, right? Don't stiff a waitress. And support your favorite YouTubers, guys, with PayPal donations, shares, likes, commenting. Tell your friends. And Patreon, guys. I have a Patreon. Become my Patreon. Be a DrewTuber. Support the channel, guys. All right, guys. Love ya. Peace out. Cheers.